Right. Give me a moment. I got a little late today on preparation. Quite busy over there in the morning. Right, hang on. Let me put on my shoe real quick. I know I'm not supposed to talk in the waiting screen like this, but might as well, you know. Right. So just soft shoes. I'm just pretty much ready for the stream. Oh yeah, other stuff as well. Busy morning, yeah. Let's just call it a behind the scenes of my preparation, because usually I prepare my stream about hour earlier at latest, but today I have to prepare the stream within 50 minutes, which is, well, for sim racing stream it's not enough because I have to prepare everything before including my sim rig. But yeah, the sim rig is already in front of my monitor, which is nice, but everything else is not really ready. Well, my avatar is pretty much ready, but I just need to start doing it. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm being late today, but busy day even though it's Sunday. Also, slept quite late last night. Right. So let's start. So, alright everyone, Shikai Hogan here, reporting for the race, well, our track day. Today, we are going to just drive around on some racetrack here and there. Maybe Brand Hatch or the usual Green Hell. But I'm not gonna focus on driving as fast as I could today, because some people told me that I have to relax after what happened last week. Well, still this week in my vocab, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, focus there apparently. Okay, speaker's good, but yeah. Where? Need to calibrate a bunch of stuff as well. And I almost forgot the most important thing, which is I have to hook my chair to the sim brake because that's how I keep my stuff in place. Ow! I'm sorry about that. But yeah, let me move this for a moment. Microphone is in the way of my holding my hook. That's a good one. So yeah, I'm sorry I'm being late today, technically speaking, because I supposed to prepare a bunch of this stuff much earlier than now, but yeah. Are you the one from Gundam Battle Operation stream the other day? that you know, idle, idling simulator. Also, why do I have the time on this one? Hang on, that off. But yeah, that was quite a bit of a disaster, isn't it? Mate, they cancel it. They cancel the first phase of the test because they weren't expecting it, there would be that much people that want to play it. Apparently, they cancel it, so I cannot really play it. So next week should be the one if they actually going to go through with it, because they weren't expecting that. Okay, so instead today we're just going to drive because not much that I can do at this point. I was going to stream GBO to this entire weekend, but well, you know what happened to that game. They posted on the, what is it, on Steam, and yeah, it's really unfortunate. Let's just say that. I wish I could play it, but then again, it's a network test. Whether it's a failure or not, it's actually not really a fail. Hello, wait, welcome. I saw you having fun with the Cosmic Break last night, which is, that's a positive news to me because that game is not for everyone, not gonna lie. Like, I tried to convince some of my friends on 2022 and none of them really want to play after they got destroyed really hard on the Union. Ah, god damn it. But yeah, it was really something, alright? Anyhow, you're probably going to see some of this stuff here, simply because I have to use the desktop mode on this one. Okay. Where is it? Content manager. But yeah, skill issue. I know, right? But then again, if you play the Union Legion, that one is actually filled with bots. So you probably didn't realize that. Because there is no marker for bots whatsoever in that game. What you want to join if you want to experience the full situation of the game is, what is it? The Union Wars. Oh, you played the Union Wars. Oh, you still did good. Okay, actually that's good. That's a good start for you because I was doing pretty terrible when I started that game. Oh, by the way, feel free to talk about anything related today because honestly, this is just IRL in disguise if you ever go to Twitch. Yes, I play some games, but the topic, it can be anything. Well, mostly people will just talk about the cars or something when I do this, but anything can be talked about here, really. And Assetto Corsa is a race sim. When Assetto once, it was too realistic for my taste. The thing is, with Assetto Corsa, okay, you have to, how do I say this? You got to have at least a steering wheel if you want to start comfortably, because if you start with a controller, yes you can, but it's gonna be rough. I mean, I know there are some fast driver with even keyboard and mouse because they use the mouse control for steering, and oh boy, some of those guys are practically alien. Anyhow, what should I drive today? Beamer? Audi? Chevy? Dodge only has one car, by the way, practically speaking. And yeah, I did play Forza series before, well, Forza Horizon 4 to be more precise, for my first 2 years of streaming. Really, seriously. But it was pretty good. I mean, it's still a simcade. It's still quite realistic in a way, but not too realistic. But I'm fine with that. Go for the Horizon 4 to only listen to Eurobeat and use A86. I mean, if you don't know, okay, if you buy it on late game, yes, A86 in the game, but it wasn't accessed from the very beginning. Speaking of that, you know what? Let's try to drive the A86. There is 3 versions of this on this game. Oh, where is the? No, not that one. That one, yes, the one with the tofu delivery shop name on it. Oh my god. Yeah. Also, there is some other cars that I modded in here because this is the PC version, obviously. So let's go with that. It's a rear-wheel drive manual. Pretty fun car. Tofu time, yes. I wish I could just play Eurobit, but I don't want to get copyright strike by the label music they have. So best lap time on this track is 2 minutes 5 seconds on Suzuka. Suzuka is pretty fun place to drive. Let's do it on the track day mode, so there will be a lot of cars on the traffic. Let's just reduce it to 10. Or maybe 8, so it's not too congested. Grid type, let's just put it on random. Random. You know what? I'll just keep it manual on that one. Do you like my car? Oh my god. Do you like my car? My car. Oh my god. That one is Gas 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 by Emmanuel, right? Let's drive on Suzuka for a little bit. I mean, we're driving a Japanese car, so let's drive it on a Japanese track. Oh yeah, Eurobit is amazing, but I don't listen to it all the time because it's just too much sometimes. Sometimes it's just a little too much for my taste. Like, I don't dislike it, but I cannot fully like it because it's always high and fast paced. Sometimes when I'm not in the mood, I'm not going to listen to that. Bro, you have any suggestion on chip steering wheel? T150. That's the one I'm currently using right now. Because here's the thing. There is always a good talk about this, okay? If you want a good steering wheel, you better prepare enough money for that. Like, a decent medium entry level is the T300, obviously. But we have to get to lower on the entry level. But the thing is, some people mistook the rubber band returning wheel, which, you know, basically there is no response electronically from inside the wheel, just a rubber band stick on both sides of the steering wheel. That one, you won't have fun with that because you cannot feel any of your car. So that one is usually under about $100 to $150, right? But if you want to actually get a good entry level, there is 2 actually. One is from Logitech, which is G29 or G920 or G923, which is basically all the same thing, really. And I hope the game is not too loud, but that one is that. And then there is from Thrustmaster, which is the T150 or the TMX. Thrustmaster T150 and TMX. Those 2 are 2 entry level, one for PlayStation and one for Xbox. Obviously, do your research if you have the console. Make sure you pick the right one. If you're still using PC, doesn't matter which one it is. But if you're planning to go on a console, make sure you pick the right one. And in case of Thrustmaster, the T150 and the 300 is the one for PlayStation. The other one is usually for the Xbox. Oh yeah. Yeah, around $200. you can get it even cheaper if you're trying to get it used, which is what I do. So yeah, your car is so kawaii. Come on, this Corolla is nice. If you haven't realized, this is actually based on a Corolla chassis. They just call it Toyota Corolla, well, the Trueno A86. Let's see, what tire do I have here? Let's go with the 90 street tire, which is gonna be really slippery. I'm not going to drift this. I'm stuck at drifting. Oh, it's facing a little too low, but you know, that's fine. Oh my god, that engine sound, I love it. I mean, if you just want to try at the beginning, just buy the entry level first. And if you actually liking the driving experience like I do, because I love driving a simulator really, then you can upgrade to a more expensive one in the future. It's always like that. Alright, let's do this. I don't think this has traction control, yeah, because it's 80s after all. Oh my god, this car, I like the 90s looks. Because, let me tell you a bit of a story of my father's Corolla. My father's Corolla is Corolla DX, which is a really early model for the Corolla lineup. And that one is actually from the 79. I love that car because my father used it up until 2005 or 10, I kind of forgot, before he sold it. And that was a really old car, and it still runs till today, by the way, from the next owner. So, you know, it's great to see old cars still running. But they're really a hassle to maintain, as my father said. So, yeah. It was a really good fun. Also, I really need to put my screen a little closer because I cannot see the chat from here. But I don't have the room. I have the chat on my other laptop here, which is controlled for what is it? Oh, too much throttle there. Which is, how do I say this? To ease the performance on my PC. So I have to put it quite far back. But the camera is still facing my face, so... Oh, okay. Need some control steering work there. And yeah, this thing is not that fast. I mean, the one from Initial D is completely modified with not sure what engine it was according to the lore, but 12,000 RPM is ridiculous. But yeah, let me see. Japan made, bro. Yeah, I know. Can you learn to drive car on sim? Actually, you can. You can. Assuming you have the stuff for it, right? You can learn some... What is it? Some driving to a certain extent. I mean, there are no feelings on some, obviously, because after all, you're not sitting in a car. You're just sitting in your pretend car, basically. But here's the thing: some of the driver from F2 are actually was from what is it? Starting from their career from simulators. So that is that. You can learn, but in fact, for a lot of those drivers, they say that starting from sim to real life is actually much easier because you'll have more stuff to feel when you get to an actual car. But doing vice versa is actually much harder, which I can kind of confirm. Because I was struggling at the beginning because there is not much G-force that shake your body, or some of the feeling on your butt, because that's how you feel your car in real life. That where it vibrates and tells you, oh yeah, this car is going to slip. This car just break traction and stuff like that. That way, in real life, much easier. Not gonna lie, driving in real life much easier after you start driving on simulator, but going the other way around, it's gonna be harder. This thing is slow. I can just take that flat out, I think, right? I went out. Yeah. So, it can transfer the skill from simulators to real life. But, of course, you have to learn some more stuff as well on the way when you try to drive the real one. Because, one example, okay, is, you know, this thing has 3 pedals, right? Where you have to use clutch and stuff. I'm not going to block that guy. This car is pretty slow. Look at that. That is an Abarth. That thing is much faster than this. Wait, that's a Subaru, sorry. I thought it was an Abarth. The Abarth is the other one. Oh yeah, it's really shaking there, buddy. Oh, the body roll. But yeah. Is that a flat? I don't think so. I don't know much about cars. Don't worry about it. Because everyone starts somewhere, okay? I don't know much about cars either. Let's just stay on this side, I guess. Oh shit. Almost spun. There's another Subaru right there. That's the Subaru wagon. But yeah, at the end of the day, we're just trying to drive it as safely as we can when you start to learn. But yeah. Also, since this is a 90s tire, it's far from ideal temperature, so it won't stick. When I said going flat, that means you go full throttle. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what people say a lot. So, oh shit, why am I so far on there? Turn. There we go. Not enough grip here. I mean, this is an old tire after all that we're using. The American V8 power. Love muscle cars though. Muscle cars is great. You're quite the cultured one here. The classic naturally aspirated V8. Well, not really exists anymore today, but back the older one. Oh my god, they sounds amazing. The old school V8 is amazing. Don't get me wrong. I love the modern one, but I'm just saying that the classic one is, oh, you know. Yeah, I can take that flat out. I think. Oh boy, no, but I need to break here. Yeah, that's a little bit deep, but somehow it doesn't count as a cut. Somehow. But yeah, if you want to get in this hobby, you better prepare your wallet if you're actually into it later on. Because the next upgrade is gonna be much more expensive most of the time. So yeah, something that you need to keep in mind. Also right now, I'm not really actually using a manual shifter because I don't have the mount yet for my H shifter. So I cannot really do a full, pure manual driving. So I only use the pedal shifter, just like an F1 driver, by the way, if you know that. But yeah, Ford Falcon XB. Oh, I need to stop texting and driving, by the way. Love the sound of that car. Yeah. Oh shit. That's why you don't text and drive. That's why you don't text and drive, kid. It's gonna cause some accident. Good thing it's bodywork damage, so not much is harm. But I would love to avoid that if I were using more of a refined race car. Because bodywork damage is actually affecting your speed. So you don't want that to happen. But yeah, this is perfectly relaxing actually. It gives you relaxation. Oh, there we go. By the way, this Torino AX6 is actually a pretty popular platform back in the days for touring car. Oh shit. Lose traction there. But yeah. Don't text and drive, guys. Yes. This is a good thing I'm doing it in simulator, but still don't do it in simulators. It will cause some huge crash if you actually race. I mean, last time I actually do some racing on simulators on a community online race, which is track. I almost crashed because I was trying to read the chat doing a straight line. Yes, I almost crashed on the straight road. Can you imagine how embarrassing that would be, right? Oh shit. Ooh. You know, the amazing thing about older car is that you can see how the car is transferring their weight. So you can see the car wobbling around with their stock suspension. I need to put more American muscle on this game though. Like right now, I only have the default from Assetto Corsa, which is the Ford Mustang 2015, and I think the Camaro. So I need to add more, like maybe a Charger, but it's really hard to find the Charger really. I love the Charger. One of my favorite lineup all time. Doesn't matter what year it is. All of them are amazing to look at. Okay, too fast into the corner there. Is there a Hellcat though? That's the problem. I'm trying to find the mod for this game where there is the Dodge Charger Hellcat or the Challenger Hellcat. But seems really hard to find. Oh, okay, that's a good one. Yeah. Be smooth with the drive here, as always. Oh, I really want to try to drive this with a shifter. But yeah, much is to tail happy. It's fine. 3 minutes 3 seconds. Ooh, not bad. Not bad at all. Well, braking is really important. I'm still learning it. Yeah. Let's do one more lap before I switch the car. I don't know what I have some Honda, but I forgot what is in there. I think I added a lawnmower in there. I mean, you know, Honda and the meme of it being a lawnmower engine. So that lawnmower engine just win F1 last year, so yeah. I mean, there is a lot of arguing about the controversial victory last year, but you know what? A win is still a win. It's already in the past. Okay, I need to put up my phone so I can just open the chat. It's really hard to see from here. mean, right now, I'm 1 meter away from my screen. Both screen, by the way. So it's really hard to see anything. Oh, look! Someone is on my back. Is that the RX-8? No, that's an RX-7, I think. Yeah, that is an RX-7. Is it RX-7 or RX-8? I think it's RX-8. No, it is 7. Oh, the cool thing is, it's also in yellow. Look at that. Select the throttle here, keep it turning, and then pull in the throttle again. Obviously, I cannot overtake this with the stock engine, alright? It won't work. It won't work like in anime. Like the initial did. Oh, I'm 2 seconds ahead. Amazing. Yep, got it. Oh no, don't spin. Don't spin, don't spin. I almost spun. Oh my god, I almost got sub 3 minutes. I almost got sub 3 minutes. That's amazing. Oh god, a freaking straight line, yes. You know, you would be surprised. A lot of people, there is a lot of people crash on the strike line on Assetto Corsa Competizione. So, it is something, alright. Some people just can't drive for whatever reason. Yeah, that is the RX-7 Spirit R. That is amazing. Right. There is Japanese K car here. I don't think so by default. Because, you know, Assetto Corsa back then is wanting it to be more sport oriented in terms of the car of their choice. I mean, the closest thing to a Japanese K car is not even a Japanese K car. It's the Abarth, which is, you know, a small hatchy. It's a very small car, and well, it is still not a K car. I mean, look at this. Where is it? Abarth. It's still almost reaching the category for K car because most of the spec is actually pretty close. Like what is it? The 500 Assetto Corsa here. No, the 500 SS. Like the only thing that is breaking the rules for it is that this thing has more than a certain power ratio for that. So it doesn't count as a K car. And I think the engine size also play a role on that, like I forgot what it's called. But yeah, also this thing is pretty fast, so it's definitely not a K car. Alright, so though, can pick, maybe, you know, let's check on my Honda. Oh yes, there is a power card, there is a racing mower, there is the Acti here. This is a pretty popular pickup car, by the way, on Japan. Let's put some brass on it. I love the paint job. It's just nice color, more nice color, really nice color, and then some that has rust on it. This is basically the K car. This is not available from the game itself. This is a mod basically, which I managed to found. So yeah, mini truck. Yes, I know. This thing is pretty popular, by the way. So it's really nice. But yeah, how do I put this? I don't have my pawn stand. Just use my controller here to be my pawns, then it's not enough. Nope. Will fall. Oh, that's kind of scary. I'm going to put it on anyway. But yeah. Lawnmower, yes, that's the racing mower from the Goodwood that they presented. Like, there is no year, but I'm pretty sure it's around 2015, 2016 that is disappear. Yeah, of course it's on Great Britain. Okay, which one do you want me to drive? Racing with a mower through both levels of gameplay, I know. Also, there is some of the actual good car, like this car right here. For example. And this Honda S800 RSC. This is vintage touring category, by the way. Look at this, even has a Golf livery on it. The mower. Okay. What color do we want here? There is a lot of options. You can tune this up. No, you can't. Okay. Let's just download setup. Yeah, this one has 109 brake horsepower, which is not big. The problem is it only weighs 140 kilograms, so it's kind of scary. It can goes up to 214 kilometers. Yeah, when are you seeing a lawnmower go faster than your motorbikes, right? Oh my god. And it can go 0 to 100 in 4 seconds. This thing is ridiculous. I don't think I can handle it, but let's see if I can. Right. Let's just jump into that. Should we change track, perhaps? There is not much here, but, you know. We have Avenista, which is a mod. This one is from Kunos Simulazioni on Barcelona. There is a fictional track, which is Black Hat County, Brand Hatch. You know, since this is from UK, let's go on Brand Hatch. Which is gonna cause a lot of problem for me. Yeah, let's go on Brand Hatch, because there is one tricky corner that at the beginning, and it's always cause so much understeer and oversteer if you're taking it wrong. So I have to be careful with that. Got to be really careful on that one. Or if I hit my mic again, because my mic is pretty close to my shoulder right now. How to put... Oh, screw it. I'll just put it on the side. So I can read you guys out much easier. Right. Let's go here. I haven't started the drive yet. Let's see how this goes, because I never drive a lawnmower before, so... Oh boy. I mean, this is a small track, yes. The car is also small, so I'll take it, right? So yeah, this is a Honda HF2620 racing mower from 2000s apparently. Now now there is a year on it. It's from 2000s. So that is that. It's a fairly old car, if you want to call it a car, really. It's a lawn mower, alright. Without actually mowing most of the time. Because you drive this for going fast, not for lawn mowing. Let's see what's appearing on the track as well. Oh my god. It really is a lawnmower. With a sparkle wheel, by the way. What tire do we have? We have ATV street tire, so no slick. Oh wait, it has a functioning lawn mowing system there. What the fuck? Only has 15 liters. I mean, it's a lawnmower, what do you expect? It doesn't have a lot of fuel capacity. Oh, why is it facing downward like this? What? Okay, I have to use this camera then. Hey guys, did you hear that sound? I don't think this is just a regular lawnmower, but... Oh my god, this thing is so sensitive. We're just starting and I already throw my lawnmower into a wall. Wasn't expecting it to have so much torque on the wheel. Okay, let's just start slow for now. Oh, it's so shaky. There's no actual suspension on this thing, isn't it? Oh, this thing is kind of scary. It wants to spin immediately. Shit! Oh my god, this thing is really a little bit... Oh my god, this thing is ridiculous. How do you drive this? Do I have to be really smooth on this thing? Oh shit! Oh my god! I'm struggling! Now it's back on its natural habitat. You must race and more at the same time, which I kinda did at this point. I don't want to go full throttle with this car. If it's even counted as a car, really. I don't think it's a car. You cannot go full throttle, otherwise you will lock up your wheel most of the time. You will lose so much grip. That's for sure. Oh god, this is practically a go-kart, but much harder to control. Ooh. Why is it so scary to drive this? I swear this is much more scary than driving a supercar. No, 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 no. Okay, good, good, good. I saved that one. I cannot really full throttle. Like, I'm putting my foot on 90% right now. I cannot full throttle with this thing. This is scary. Oh shit. Okay, I kinda get the hang on. Oh, never mind. As soon as I said that, I almost spun. As soon as I said that, I hit the curb and almost spun myself. Okay, this thing doesn't like bumpy road at all. Oh god. A turn! Please don't go up. Thank you. Why is it so scary? Oh my god. I cannot keep it settling on the strike right now. Oh, this is really scary. You really actually have to control your throttle and steering much more than usual. Like, the Corolla Williams is much easier. So much easier, in fact, than this thing. Oh god. Help me. This VTEC engine Honda mower is... No! 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 Aww. Don't question me! No wheel protection from flipping, actually, yes. The moment you crash, you die. No compromise. There is no compromise whatsoever with this car. This car just want to kill you. Also, when braking, you really have to keep it on straight line, otherwise you will spin. And even then, I still almost spin. Look at this, I'm racing against a GTR. I understand now. Too much throttle there. You know what, I'll just let you pass. I don't want to race like this. That's a Ferrari, by the way, that's nice. Oh god. You just want to spin around. This is so stressful. I want to relax so they're not stressing myself. Okay, keep it. No. Oh. Can I at least do one clean lap, please? Little mower, please. Let me do one clean lap. No. Let's go to the side for now. I almost got a clean lap there. Just go, please. Just go. Don't slow down. Why are you slowing down like that? That's an AMG. SLS, I think. Oh man, this thing is wild. Unless you're really lucky. Hang on, I want to read the chat instead now. I don't care about the lap time. You sound like you're having fun though. I mean, there is a lot of fun in dangerous stuff. Let's just say that. Let's just say there is a lot of fun to be found in dangerous things. And a lot of this fun usually get banned anyway by the government. You know, because there is rules to so people don't injure themselves any further. I mean, I'm having fun because this is a simulator, but in real life, I don't want to drive this. I don't want to get killed by something that I drive. You know? Okay, don't spin again. Oh god. I mean, we can all agree that doing it on a simulator is much more fun than doing it in real life sometimes. Because you don't have to worry about you're getting injured and stuff. Which you still can get injured if you're doing it wrong somehow. Because it happens. Someone break their arm because of they put their hands on the steering wheel. Because what the fuck? What? Okay. Oh my god, I almost certainly do a counter steer there instead of steering into the corner. Because the thing just want to spin. I mean, come on now. We can all agree that we have more fun when there is much more danger. Even if we know it's dangerous sometimes, right? Oh god. Oh, finally, can we get a clean lap here? Please don't spin. Please don't spin. I only need not to spin to get a clean lap. Time! Come on, time! 1 minute 53. Okay, not bad. Oh god. Okay, the time is much more warmer, so now we do have more grip, but oh god. Okay, time is getting colder again. Now I just have to steer. Okay, I got the hang of it a little bit now. Oh, yep. No, 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 no. Oh, oh. Don't kill me, please. Yep. Tires is really stressed out around that corner, not gonna lie. I saw it just brighten to green. This thing is unstable. How do you drive this on Goodwood Speed Festival? How the hell does this driver drive it? Okay, I'm done with this car. You know what? Let's get back home. Let's get back home. I'm so done with this. I see you agree with with more danger. It's much more fun, but this thing is genuinely scary. Oh god. I'm actually on the edge while I'm driving that. You know what? Let's go for the next best thing. Let's go and put some brass on it, yes. This is stock by the way, so it only has 41 brake horsepower. Yeah, let's go with this, right? This time. Let's see. Let's change some scenery here. Let's go to this one right here, the Trento Bondone in Italy. I don't know the route though, so I'll work with it. This is the closest thing you have to a Toge course, to be honest. Next circuit is missing. Whatever. Oh yeah, because this is not supposed to be for track day. So I have to go on practice for this one. Ah, you know what? It's better because there would be less congestion because you know this track is pretty small to begin with. But yeah, ridiculous. Config from Trento Bondone. Oh, it's downloading a custom shader patch. Why? Let's just skip it. I'll just use the default one, please. I cannot do that now, apparently. That's sad. Oh well, then let's go with Nürburgring. Oh, now it doesn't work. Okay, I'll need to cover this up real quick because I don't want to show too much on my screen. Give me one. It doesn't work. Why? Google's still on? Ah, my Google's still on. What the fuck? Lost that one? Just notice I'm the only one watching. It's fine. I mean, you know, most of you people were here because of the Gundam stream, right? Not for these racing games. This is, you know, just a hobby. Right, let's go with this on track day again. Yeah. I mean, I already told you, that Gundam Battle Operation to stream was the most successful I have in my entire career. So, I don't expect people will watch my other content, to be honest, but you know, in the future I will make more Gundam content. Well, Gundam Battle Operation 2 content to be more precise. And maybe Gundam Evolution if I actually like it. But we'll see about that. Other than that though, I'm not sure what else you people would love, because that means I'm going to get into that. Yeah, menu simulator, I know. Pretty good menu simulator and pretty successful stress test, yes. Oh god. What time do you have? A radio? So the time is Neo. 37 later. There is an arrow, so you can adjust the front. This thing has an arrow adjustment. Why? Okay, let me change the camera. Okay, this is the best place where I can see my stuff here. Oh my god, it's so weak compared to the mower. But we'll see. I think this is a manual. Yeah, it is a manual. Oh my god, it's dusty as well, look at that. Oh, it locks up the brake somehow. Enough for stay with this thing even. But they are usually into max. Yeah, that's true. So I guess maybe more mech stuff, but obviously I'm going to keep some of my old content, which is like racing games like this. I love it so much, so I don't think I can just abandon it, you know. Besides, the funny thing about a mech community, sometimes they kind of intertwine with the racing community, which is really interesting because I saw a few Japanese artists that actually, yeah, they love their mechs, but they also have a car and they actually modify it. So that's amazing. Oh, this is a front-wheel drive. Okay then. Oh, I can just go flat out here, I think. No, never mind. Oh my god, I'm on the limit. I'm on the limit with a pickup truck. Does this has 5 gears? It has! This is a front wheel drive. So you can turn in a little more by letting off the throttle. Because you have the snap over steer. Just pass by, please. You have the corner, please. Thank you. Oh, it's still happy there. It almost slipped. Reminds me of those mecha racing games. Are you talking? Well, there are some, but I do know there is Break Arts. The Break Arts is on Steam, right? Break Arts 2, to be more precise. Oh my god, it's struggling. I have created traffic. Just go. There we go. Yeah, I remember that, but I'm not sure what you're talking about on this one. Because if I remember correctly, Formula Armored Core, it's not really Formula Armored Core, but I remember it's has a title of Formula, but it's Armored Core in the core of the game. That one is not really a Formula Championship, it's just a tournament. Oh my god, it knocked off the cone. That guy's on the limit. Oh, limit. This thing's so slow compared to... Like, I like how we start from one side, now we are on the complete opposite of the spectrum here, where the car is just so slow. It was an Audi, don't remember what it is called. And I stopped accident driving. Fucking idiot. This thing is rusty, you know, it's full of rust. Don't do this to this car. Oh! 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 Tell happy there! This is too tame, not gonna lie. It's fun to drive though. But it's too tame for my taste. But yeah, on the voice chat, might be easier. Hang on, let's just go to the pit. I mean, I'm fine with people joining my stream on the voice chat. That's fine. But right now, I'll just bring this to the pit real quick. Oh. Driving a pickup truck that is supposedly slow, but it's still pushing it into the limit. Look at this. What am I doing with my life right now? Oh, I spun! I can't believe I spun a slow car, of all things. You know what? Let's just go to the Discord real quick. Okay, can I show this? Where is Discord again? Goes from fast spoke mode to slow, not so pop truck. Here's the thing, okay? If you don't know about car much, most people will think that, oh yeah, the fastest one is the best. In my opinion, that's not always the case. Because if you think about it, right? Yes, it can go fast on straight line. But what happened if it meets a corner? Clearly Bugatti didn't think about that back then, and then it just understeer on the corner. Hello, wait. Oh, why is it not?
Hello.
Oh, okay. I thought it doesn't have a sound, but it does.
This is so delayed. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, my live stream, even on low latency, it's still delayed quite a lot. It's unlike Twitch.
There's always like that second delay at least.
Yeah, I know, but my connection isn't the best either. So usually it's just sometimes it can goes up to no, not just sometimes. I have a record delay of 10 minutes.
My God, no wonder your reactions are so delayed.
It happens, alright. It happens.
But yeah, what you were saying before, yeah, there's all these tip files which is why when people look at racing cars, they look at not only its speed, but its stability, its ability to turn.
Yes.
A lot of factors.
Best car is not just about speed. I mean, getting fast car can be pretty easy for some of those companies, but getting a really perfect car, you know, all-rounders basically, it's hard.
Yeah, because the faster you go, the more the updraft tries to take your vehicle upwards and makes a lot of stability issues with the tires.
Yes, mostly these days just the tire. I mean, people have downforce this day, you know, with the wings and stuff.
But that only helps until a certain speed when those wings start actually hurting more updraft.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a lot of factor. Like, there is a reason why people love the Miata, you know, from Mazda. That convertible that just went past in my front there on my screen. That one, It's not the fastest, but it's the most fun people can have. Simply because it's easy to drive. But it can still be pretty fun. In my opinion, the best car is the one that you can drive every day and you have fun with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Also, you don't have to just talk about the car. You can just talk about anything really on this stream. Because not a lot of people into car. I mean, a lot like cars. I spawned again.
But yeah, when it comes to that game you told me about that I tried, right?
Cosmic Break, yes.
I've been using the air classification for, you know, the big, large mech thing. I forgot what it's called. What's the name?
The air unit, I don't know which one because there's a lot.
Yeah, I'll have to look again, but I got the 2-shot plasma gun that does AoE damage.
AoE damage, oh, okay.
And I've been doing some work with it. It's been fun. I got it up to level 8.
Ah, that's actually pretty good. Like some of the robots in that game can be really ridiculous. Some can deal 100 damage in one hit. It's scary sometimes.
I figured out that like some weapons are better than others. Like I used to rock the charge rifle,
Yes.
which if you charge up it does like 80 damage in an AoE, which people are good, that's a lot. But I switched to the 2-shot, and then wait for like half a second and fire another 2 shots, which is really fucking good. It does like 30-50 damage, maybe, but it's faster, it's much more consistent. So
Yeah.
time's larger.
Yeah. It's really help sometimes because some are much better than the others. Like there is definitely a meta build and not, that's for sure, but you still in the case of the damage, okay, if you haven't realized on Cosmic Break, they actually, how do I say this? Have damage reduction over time if you keep firing at them. So the more you fire, so the funny thing is, from I learned it from my friend, which is both of them last night, right? Specifically Edge or R. He told me that the more you focus fire, the less damage it gets. Because there is, how do I say this? Like damage resistance on the more you being attacked. So sometimes it's benefit the melee attacker, like the land unit, most of the time, to just get in there, get shot by everyone, and it only gets them like 1 damage every time everyone shoot at them, every hit.
Damage mitigation over time.
Yes. But it's not that you cannot deal with it, but you just have to rely on your teammate sometimes to just let them do their job and you just move on to another target instead of trying to fight that guy as well. Unless you're a debuffer. Like the support unit. Some of the support unit can give slow and cause so much trouble for those melee unit. To the point that they cannot run away after they done so much problem to your team. It happens a lot, by the way.
I know. When I was playing Mutant Wars, not Legion, but Mutant Wars, I faced the debuffs, and I was like, I'm slow, but I'm a rage/melee, so like...
It was good, isn't it?
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
I mean, I know the game is not optimized, but if you get past that, you can have fun on that game, really. So, other than that, by the way, did you manage to get into the lobby last time I streamed GBO2? Like, there's a lot of people on my chat that somehow managed to get in.
Unfortunately, I didn't get in, but 2 of my friends did.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. They got to the tutorial, but they didn't manage to get any further once they got to the base camp.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but then they canceled it completely, so we cannot play now.
Don't worry. Coming from PlayStation, when releasing like this, they usually give the awards to everyone the next thing, just to be fair about it. Since you know it's not really our fault we didn't get on, it's more of the fact that the game fucking bad.
I mean, after all, it's still a network test, you know. You don't really expect it's gonna work smoothly day one. But looks like they can, as I mentioned before, they underestimated the amount of PC player that want to play Gundam.
It's simple, right? The PlayStation community doesn't like the game too much because one, gacha isn't too popular on there, and two, most of the people there are used to censorship policies and everything, which, to be honest, if you play PlayStation, you're missing out so much. Like, so much.
Ah, I didn't know it's that bad sometimes.
Yeah, that's serious, right? If you remember that bubble game?
The what?
There was a bubble game, right? If you pop bubbles, sometimes you see a little bit of breasts and, like, you know,
Oh.
wearing the panties or something. But Sony censored that game, so you didn't see any of that, and they made the game actually worse, since that's what made the game good in the first place. You know,
Yeah, because the main reason you make a fan servicey game like that, right, is because you want to sell the fan service, and they censor the main selling point on it. It's so dumb.
So Sony censorship is bad. Not only that, but I've seen it played on PC. There's also a lot of like frame drops in PlayStation version because
Wait, really?
you're only connected to the Japanese server. Yeah, you're only connected to the Japanese server. There is no American server on PlayStation.
Oh my god.
So the servers were actually worse. There's a lot of latency issues, as well as every now and then you get frame drops. So, seeing it played on PC and seeing people play on the network does, which is the worst, but having less frame drops I was like, ah.
Oh my god. That's just terrible. You know, the funny thing is, speaking about Sony, right? I actually almost buy a PS4 before my screen broken, but I cancelled it simply because what happened to Gran Turismo 7. You know, the economy problem that has been quite the talk in the last few weeks here on YouTube. Like, they nerfed it after the first week. Like, what? I mean, I know the game is supposed to be a long haul, but that's not how this works.
Well, there is one thing I view, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to people's developer decisions to make games like you nerf some, that's still a developer thing.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest, you wouldn't have too much fun on PlayStation. There's one solid reason why. They completely replaced their party system to where the only way to be in a party with somebody is if you're in a message with them.
Are you joking?
Yeah, they also got rid of their community system.
Oh, I do heard about they removing the community around 2020, I think. And I kinda think that that's dumb. Because...
you know why they did it?
Why?
This is gonna become a bit dark, so brace. But they did it because a single person decided to off themselves in the party.
What?
Someone off themselves, if you get what I mean by that.
Oh! Okay.
Because of cyberbullying, which is a problem everywhere now, real life, no matter what. But they decided to move the person's information system so they can monitor the chats better.
I mean, I understand that reasoning, but isn't that a little overreacting? Because that happens every day anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's bad, yes, but that doesn't mean that's an excuse to just outright remove a feature. That's just a lazy move.
That's why I said, like, the PlayStation, the only reason I played it back in the day, right, was because it had DeviantArt. Every other game it has, you can play on PC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or Xbox. Xbox, if it was single player titles, which now that's not even the case. Like before, you could play God of War realistically, effectively on the PlayStation, but now.
Yeah. A lot of the developer just start moving to PC and Xbox recently, right?
Yeah, that's because of the censorship laws Sony has and how anti-consumer they actually are.
Yeah. I mean, I heard that the indie developer got shoved off from the front page as well on Sony PlayStation. So, that's really something.
There's a reason why I say that, like, you should be writing it, because, to be honest, well, I used to play it. Everything you can play on there is better on other systems. Like, at that point, why not just get an Xbox, you know?
Oh, wow.
It's true, though.
I mean, I know it's true, but I can't believe that. I still can't believe that.
Like, if you're looking for a console... Wait, let's compare this, right? I know this is my console pronounce that, it's just the truth. You know the PS5, right?
Yes?
It's not getting any titles dedicated to it. They're focusing on the older PS4 titles, right?
Yes.
The only title PS5 has is Spider-Man game.
What? Spider?
Yes. However, if you compare that to, let's say, the Series S, which is a much more fair comparison than the Series X, the Series S has many more titles dedicated to it, as well as it. One thing it has different from the PS5 is it doesn't have a disc drive, but the Series S doesn't have one. It's cheaper, and it actually performs better than that.
Oh my god. Better value and not being gouged up by what is it called? The hoarder. The hoarder? I forgot what it's called. You know, the one that just stock up everything buying themselves and then reselling it on a higher price.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the scalper, yes. Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, I hate them so much.
I don't blame you.
But you know what? There is no more reason to buy PS at this point, really. I agree on that.
Yeah, like there is no reason to. So if you want to play Gundam, get a PC.
Yeah. I mean, I know you still have to buy a pretty decent PC still, but you know, the option is there. Like, you know, the funny thing about some people that keep saying that PC Master Race, okay? This is coming from us, a fellow PC user as well. Here, is that they boast so much that, oh yeah, PC can do this, PC can do that. The thing is, can their PC actually do that? Like, not someone else's PC, just theirs.
Yeah, I know, right? You use those even funny, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's explain this, right? You manage to turn a Series X into a PC. It performs better than $5,000 PCs.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's amazing actually.
It only costs $500.
I know, it's only 10 of the cost of the actual PC.
Like, it's what I said, if Microsoft, right, were to give it a keyword function and make it have Steam and build good PC games, so as you have keyboard and mouse, it would be the best computer.
The best computer that you can get for low, yes.
Yeah.
Should I just change the car right away? We've been driving this for 6 laps.
Do you want to?
I mean, you know, maybe some people kind of get bored, who knows? But then again, this is really relaxing, this car.
That's true.
But yeah, it's interesting how business works, isn't it, when it comes to console?
Yeah, like, the thing about business when it comes to consoles is you have to consider a lot more factors. Like, what games you have, what games you're bringing, what does your consumer want?
Yep.
And it has a lot more factors to the thing, which makes it either makes or breaks the system itself. There are definitely a lot of factors.
I mean, you can just count on just, oh yeah, if we have this game, we will raise the stake for this console. No, it's much harder than that. Like, a lot of people think, oh yeah, this game is only available on this system, but then the game itself sucks, for example. So people won't buy the console.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, some of the stuff that the manufacturer that doesn't really expect from the player is sometimes it's not just the manufacturer themselves that is the factor, it's the other one, like the developer and stuff. Like, you know, there is a reason why Steam is still one of the best game launcher available out there. Just a game store in general, in fact, because it's so easy to access. It lets a lot of all kinds of games to be in here, even some of the really fucked up ones sometimes. But
Rule 34.
I mean, to be fair, I play custom order 3D made, okay?
You know what? You have taste.
Thank you. I play that, but obviously I'm not going to stream that because I got the R18 patch on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not something you could stream without, you know,
I mean,
problems.
you can stream it if you don't have the patch, but I have the patch, and the thing is, okay, aside from it's being nice to watch, but yeah, the thing with game that has separate stuff like that, in my opinion, if they remove one feature like that, right, it does make the game feel incomplete, in my opinion. So I want to make sure I get the full experience of it. That's why I buy some of the DLC sometimes. Like some.
It reminds me a lot of the Muffled series.
The what series?
Muffled.
Oh, Muffled. Okay, I know that, but I never really watched it or read it.
It's a nice mecha visual novel series that has an anime.
Yeah, I know that. I do know they have an anime, and that's the alternative one, right? That has the anime, the mech,
Yeah.
not the original.
Which is like before both of them. Alternative is part of the original series. You see, you have Muffled, which is the normal Muffled, by the way, which is the high school romance game, if you know what I mean? One of those.
Yes, I know that. Don't worry.
And you have Muffled Unlimited, which is when it becomes mecha.
Drastic changes, am I right?
Yeah, it is a drastic change, but it's a fun one. Then you have Muffled Alternative, where everything goes to shit.
Yeah.
That's how. Well, to be fair, at the end of Unlimited, everything went to shit. But Alternative is when the really glory stuff happens.
Gory stuff, amazing stuff. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I know they're a gore novel at this point. Because there is a lot of that on Muffled Alternative, right?
Yeah, there is a lot of death in Alternative.
But yeah.
Even someone getting the brainsy now.
Oh my god. Really?
by an alien. Yes. It's an interesting series though, like the lore behind it is very intriguing.
The alternative one, right?
If you get the full experience of it, you have to start from the first level up, which the first level up and Unlimited come in a package.
Oh.
You play level up, and then you get Unlimited.
I see.
And then Alternative's a separate game, you have to get that, it's much longer.
Ah.
If you want to be reality, the Marvel of an Olympic is longer, but alternative is what the real story kicks them. But to understand it, you have to play the first two.
Okay, interesting. If you want to get the fully immersed within the universe, right?
Yes. That's with the original three. Of Love. If you want to go even deeper, you have to go into some of the previous dev games.
There is a previous games.
Yeah, they weren't called Love. It was like a different name, but this universe is connected, and there's some couplets of hints towards it. So like you get, oh yeah, I remember this.
Oh my god, that's gonna be really tough to swallow sometimes because the wild deviation from one title to the other.
Actually, they did pretty well.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's a very good series. It's an old one too.
Okay. Maybe I'll try to check that out.
Unfortunately, just like me, if you get into it, you're gonna be caught up to anime series, not visual novels. If you don't understand Japanese, because Schwartz and Markin and Love Alternative Total Eclipse are still only speaking in Japanese.
Okay. Wait, isn't Schwartz and Markin got an anime a few years ago?
It isn't complete, but the animes are based off the visual novels.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll give you a good snippet into it, just like Total Eclipse does. But the animes are very well known to be not that telling. The only good one that was telling would be the recent one, Love of Alternative.
Okay.
It skips a few hoops, but like it keeps it interesting. That's like the best they've released so far.
I mean, the suspense is there for a gory one, obviously. That's for sure.
And if you get on the right source, you can get the originals, which the original version of the first three actually does have the Rule 34 stuff.
I mean, that's true to a lot of early visual novel, I think. I mean, just think about it, like Fate, you know? Fate series?
Yeah.
I remember, there are some dude that actually, oh, Fate is not a hentai. Fate is as pure as it gets.
One with Saber.
There is the one with, you know, the H scene and stuff on that game. Like, that was the original one before they released more internationally and basically cut the H content.
Yeah.
Oh
Which
shit.
is a shame because the H content stuff is very interesting. Like you need to go through groups, like mods and stuff, like get them.
The funny thing, and maybe the annoying thing for some people, the H scene is actually tied to the lore somehow.
It is.
Like, I mean, okay, it kind of helps to express certain stuff, but in my opinion, right? This is just personal opinion. Sometimes they can just do this without the age, to be honest. But I guess that's not the selling point if you remove that, huh?
Yeah, like it's the same thing with vibes. If you remove something that adds into the vibe that makes the story tick, but then you remove that, it can sometimes, ruin the story itself.
Yes, it happens a lot to some series that decided, oh, you know what, this is too offensive to a lot of people. Let's just tone it down. I'll just cut it away, strike up. This is assuming that it's just the decision from the company itself, not by force, by external force. Okay, like they just decided to cut it.
Yeah.
Sometimes the fans just decided, wait, this is not what we asked for. Where is the extra stuff that's actually tied to the story? Or where is this thing that's supposed to be here? People are going to know that after they data mine it most of the time. Or after a certain interview for some anime series.
To be honest, to get the full experience, sometimes you just need to mod the game with those files back in with the fan translations.
Yeah, I mean, you can, but you know, like, so people still will protest because it's supposed to shift with that content, for example.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Like, it happens a lot recently now that I think about it. Like, some games decided, oh yeah, this is not gonna be available on this certain region, so you cannot access it unless you're in this region. Like, what? Like,
Nani?
like, it happens. Like, why? Like, I know, I mean, if those guys doesn't like it, don't buy it. That's it. But this some people just think that everything is for them. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand.
In my opinion, you should ship it. Right? If it's successful, it's successful. It's not, it's not. Right?
I know.
If you don't like it, just don't get it. If you're on Steam, you can just refund it as long as you have less than 2 hours played. Like, you know.
Yes. So there is another problem with that system, because I saw a trend where they try to extend it as much as possible and make the content good at the first 2 hours before it just become mediocre most of the time. There is quite the trend there, especially with AAA games. Good thing the new God of War doesn't do that, as far as I am aware, but the other though, some other games is kind of horrendous when it comes to that. Like, oh yeah, this is kind of nice at the beginning, and then later on, after that 2 hour has passed, like, oh my god, why is it so grindy, or why is it so bad, stuff like that. You know, there's quite a bit of that.
That is true.
Like, I wish it doesn't do that, to be honest, but you know, some people are too loud for their own good, really.
Somebody asked you what car you're driving.
Hello, dear old gamers. This, the Honda Acti. The Honda Acti, which is a very popular pickup truck from Japan. And only available in Japan, by the way, as far as I know.
You can get it in the US. You just have to go through a bunch of hoops.
What?
So you can go to Japan, buy it, and then get it on board a cargo truck, and then have it shipped to the US.
Ah, okay, the import law there. Okay, I see.
Yeah, it's a lot of hoops though.
Yeah. I mean, way too much stuff going on when it comes to that. It's way too complex.
And to be honest, it's not even worth it. It costs way more money. Like, with that amount of money, you can like buy a Chevy.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Chevy is really nice. And you just decided to buy a shitbox instead. I mean, I don't mind if you buy a shitbox, because I'm planning to buy one as well if I eventually have the money in the future, but not sure when, obviously. But driving a shitbox fast is kind of fun, as long as you maintain it properly. Also, my fuel is almost out.
You've been driving for so long now.
9 laps, not including the restart.
Yeah.
With this car, of all things. You know what? I'm out of fuel. Right before the pit stop. Oh no.
Maybe hash just a little bit more in it.
Okay, I mean, to be fair, the amount of fuel this car has is not that much to begin with. Only 37 liters. I mean, it's a K car. You're supposed to use it only in a small city in Japan. But yeah. Oh, by the way, back to Move Love a little bit. I heard that they have a new game coming out last time.
Yeah, they are working on 2 new games and also working on which should have already released, the English transmission of Love Total Eclipse.
Ah, okay. English trans.
They should have released last year, but like they delayed it for some reason, and it's now been way overdue.
I guess something happened to that. And also there is the somewhat action RPG-ish game one, which you can customize your... Yeah.
Yeah, I have it. It's fun. I still need to work on it a little bit.
Yeah, but there is not much information about that game at this point, right? Not even a release date. What? There is?
I played it. It's fun. The only problem is, when it comes to the game, is that if you're a PvP player, you're too much cooked. The PvP mode only has presets currently, which means you can't customize your mech PvP. And the more PvE game modes you can, but like you don't have that vibe. You know what I mean? Like if you're a PvE player, great. If you're a PvP player, you're just cooked.
Yeah. I can understand that.
And as one that mainly does PvP myself, like, it's fun. I'm just gonna wait until the game improves with its PvP. But... You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. So, more focus on the PvE side than the PvP.
Currently, yeah.
It's fine. Because, you know, not all game has to be PvP. Like, there are people that doesn't want to interact with others at all. To be honest, I was one of those people that just prefer play PvE a lot. But then you cannot just make every single game into a PvE. Some games will much more benefit from a PvP system. Like obviously GBO2 for example.
Oh yeah, that game had like only PvE, that game would flop. But that's because of how it's designed. The Code Fairy, which is a good PvE game, runs off the same mechanics, but it has slight alterations to it that make it work. If you look at GBO2, you start realizing how it's supposed to work, how it functions, and that game is well known as well for its PvE. It has fun PvP.
Oh, so both side works then for GBO2.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hang on. This car is a little too loud. I cannot hear you. I need to lower, make you a little louder. Well, I said a little, probably about 180.
Is it working now?
Try speak.
Meow.
Okay, it works. It definitely works now. Oh my god, this car is amazing. But yeah, I want to see how that works on GBO2. Because I've been seeing that game a lot from other content creators like Flailthrough and Zero Seraphic. Well, he was Seraphic Zero, but he changed it to Zero Seraphic after having issue with same name.
Well, if you ever want to play the game, I'm willing to hop on. If you ever want to learn some mechanics, I'm going to teach you.
Ah, okay. So yeah, those are the one that I watched. Also, Aqua Vengeance and Red Wolf Fion. But Red Wolf Fion is more of a general one.
By the way, he is correct. We can't see the game screen.
You can see the game screen. Oh, I forgot about that. Whoops.
So caught up in the conversation.
I mean, come on. Not only the conversation is nice, the car is so good as well that I'm driving right now. This is one of my favorite. This car is one of my favorite car to drive around. It's a DTM car from 80s, I think, and it's amazing to drive.
A lot of amazing cars are from the 80s. A lot of amazing cars are from the 80s, especially 90s.
Oh yes, indeed. That is the golden era of car.
unfortunately, when you start getting to the 2000s Forza 99 cars, like the Mustang, they start getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, because they're trying to keep it more safe, you know.
It ain't just safe.
Oh shit!
Like if they were safe, they would still make it out of like more.
I am being an idiot on track day. I just crashed. Hang on, let's restart this. Nothing happened there. No one see that.
To be honest, it's his fault. He brake checked you. If you want to be honest.
No, it's not a brake check. I brake too late.
Oh, you brake too late. Okay, I didn't see that.
No, there is a certain thing about cars that you have to understand is that you cannot always brake so late before a corner. So yeah. Hello, Carlo Ascari. Welcome. Kanis, sorry. We can see. Okay. I'm sad about the GBO2 network test getting cancelled, but on the other hand, I'm also glad they chose to spend the next week fixing the issues. Yes, they need to fix the issue. Otherwise, we're gonna continue to cancel the cancellation again. Also, welcome to Angga Saputra. Welcome. Angga, gue bisa ngomong bahasa Indonesia kok, santai aja. Some people thought that I only speak in English. It happens.
How many languages do you know?
So far two. Oh, hang on. It's kind of buckled. What the? Hang on. Something went wrong. I need to restart the game because it's not calibrated properly. Yep. Yeah. So two basically. So obviously Indonesian language. Well, technically three then because there is a local language that I can speak as well. And obviously English. Also, I keep wanting to try to learn Japanese because, you know, a lot of good content there.
Yeah.
But
I know it's one of my goals as well. Because once I learn Japanese, I'm just gonna watch anime and get all the.
And then just
novels.
continue from there because you know there is a lot of potential if you unlock more language that is not English. Especially if it's another more famous language like Japanese, Chinese, and what else? I think maybe Arabic to some people. You might be surprised.
I also read a lot of manga, so I'm also interested in learning Korean because there's a lot of Korean mangas that are really good.
Yeah. Some of the Korean manga is actually pretty good. So, Angga Saputra says, why I'm talking in English? Well, because my target audience is English speaking people, so it's much wider that way. Like, how do I say this? In my opinion, okay, if you're just limiting to just a more national language, you won't grow much. I mean, you've seen it on Niji Sanji Indonesia. They use Indonesian a lot, but they don't grow as much as Hololive Indonesia. I mean, you've seen it if you follow VTubers. Like, even before VTubers was a thing, okay, which I do before. As a content creator, as normal YouTuber, I was speaking in English because I want to improve my English speaking capability. I mean, if you saw my really old video, which is the first out of 1,300 videos, by the way. Oh my god. Yeah, I've been doing this quite a while and doesn't see much growth at all.
Just wait till you release that one video people like and everything goes boom.
Yeah, I was really happy when that happened, okay? Like, come on. For years, I never get 1,000 views in day one. And then GBO2 happened. Yeah, I know, right? But back to the topic a little bit there. So the thing is, at the beginning, I actually want to improve my English speaking language so I can talk to more people outside of my country. Because a lot of people, you know, learn English regardless of their origin. And I want to talk more. and I want to, you know, improve on my English language, obviously. My speaking is still not the best, I mean, as you can hear already. But it's good enough to hold a conversation to a certain extent.
To quote a certain series, please speak in English, the international language.
Oh, I forgot which one that came from.
That was from Marvel Alternative.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then the guy says, English can eat shit. And put in Japanese.
Oh my god. The language conflict in that. Oh boy. That's wild.
I can get you the clip if you want.
Okay, I'll just send it on my Discord. On the clip section. Oh, not enough braking. That's a little too fast. Ah, shit. Oh yeah, where are you from? I'm from Indonesia. I'm actually from Indonesia. Some people thought I was from British at the beginning when they first find me out. Which is kind of ridiculous because my accent isn't that close to British. I don't know about you, but people think that I was in British for whatever reason. It's because English is the international
Where is the clip section?
language, yeah. What?
Where is the clip section? I see screenshots.
It's on the general section, if I'm not wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of long, so sometimes you kind of missed it. I know it's weird, but when I try to search it on my own server, I missed it as well. And the worst part is it's my own server, not someone else.
You know what? I'm just gonna send it to you directly.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Let me do one more lap before I check on it. Okay, that's a second gear turn, not third.
This is directly from the visual novel, not any, by the way.
Okay.
So, that's all you can get.
Been on third.
I also like they actually got someone to speak English for the US side.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you used to get 2 different languages there.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm too focused on the driving. Hang on, what did you say again?
You'll see what I mean.
Oh, the clip. Right.
Yeah.
I'll check on it after I cross the line one more time before that. Oh yeah, this car is amazing. I love it.
It sounds like it's like better I had the stream. Oh, so yeah, that car sounds amazing.
I know it is amazing. I mean, come on. This is a 190 Evo. One of the best DTM car on its time from Mercedes. Okay, let's pause that for now. But yeah. I mean, where are you from? I'm from Indonesia. What do you mean? But seriously though, if you want to be more specific, I'm not going to directly tell you, but I am from the same origin as Naraharamau from Niji Sanji, Indonesia. So there is that. By the way, some of these Indonesian VTuber that is hired by these big companies are really amazing, you know. Like, wait, did you watch VTubers before me? Let me see the clip real quick. Hostiles, they're American F-15E Strike Eagles. Oh, they were fighting each other. Okay. Enable your triple translation. You're interfering in Japanese national affairs. Cease all combat operations immediately. They don't even try. English can eat shit. I say again. English. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It is the most famous scene in the series.
Okay, I see. Enough for now. But yeah. Oh wow. I need to watch the entire series later. But yeah, different 1 hour than your place. Well, yes. It's Central Indonesian, by the way. Indonesia Tengah. But yeah. I mean, I'm fine with people speaking Indonesian in my chat, but just not do it when I'm in a bad mood, because I'm really lazy when I'm in a bad mood to translate. Anyway. Am I going too fast again? Okay, not this time. But yeah. What were we talking about again? Language, I think, right?
I think so.
This is what happened when there is an interruption in the middle of the conversation. You just forget what you were talking about.
It's like they say mustn't have been important.
Like, I honestly don't like when that happened a lot, because I was talking about one thing and someone just said, "Oh, you know, this thing is so good, you know," and it's not. And when they talk about it, it's not something even related to the topic at all. It gets annoying sometimes.
Yeah. And sometimes one topic just leads to another.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, by the way, oh yeah, no, I remember. I was talking about a VTuber and language, right?
Yeah.
So speaking of that, the VTuber section. Have you watched other VTuber before you found my channel? Wait.
Yes, I have watched several.
Okay. Who was it?
Okay. No. So I haven't watched your channels too much. You're the one I watched this long. But there was the dolphin, the shark, the Scara, and
Okay. So from the myth, just say the name. It's fine.
I can't remember all of her names, so like I said, I didn't watch that. But I remember Gura.
Well, Gura is the obvious one. She's really big.
Yeah, that's an obvious one. I forgot the dolphin's name, but
Dolphins?
yeah.
We have dolphins on Hololive?
It was like well, I can't remember.
Oh, on Orca. Okay. Now I remember.
Let me see.
I do know her name, but now I forgot. What the fuck? It's the one that doesn't take a bath, right?
I didn't know that part, but you said I watched that, but okay.
I mean, she got famous because of she's not taking a bath, and she's an idol. Fuck's sake! She need to think about more of her image right now.
I don't know, man. Maybe we should take a shot. We're gonna try to buy a bath one. I don't know.
But yeah, it happens. No, okay. Kanis didn't watch any other VTubers before. Interesting. I don't really understand. If people speaking English, I have to learn to listen to English again. You should, because there is a lot of information in English right now. I mean, if you only use a single language, you won't get far. Not gonna lie. But yeah, is it normal for the AI to kick your ass in Assetto Corsa? No, we're just driving willy-nilly right now. See? But about the VTuber again earlier. So you do watch the famous one before, that's for sure. Okay.
I will say this: you're the only one I've talked to so far that like I'm actually like have any more of interest watching. Because well, they're interesting, I suppose. Most of their fame comes from their actions and not the gameplay. I'm more of a guy that's more into watching gameplay.
Ah, okay, I see. I know how that feels. Like, you come to certain content creator for the gameplay, not the... what is it? The character itself.
Yeah, like sometimes I watch them because the character is interesting, but that's a bonus in all reality. Like, people watching the game, they'll see what the game's like. If your character's nice, they'll be into it more, yes. But there has to be some gameplay, you know what I mean?
Ah, yes, I understand. I understand that now. I mean, people has their own taste. I mean, there are two kind of streamer, right? One that is always play games, and one that just talks. Finding the medium is kind of hard because, you know, some people has preference. That's for sure. So, oh my god, I'm set by stuff right now. But yeah. Oh god, this is a close one. Oh! He bumped me.
Mr. Yes, Pongi asked what car and what map you're on.
The map is Nürburgring, the GP variation for the GT race. And for the car, this is the 190 Evo from Mercedes back in 89, I think. Amazing car, by the way, if you're into simulator. You should try this at least once if you're racing in simulators or in any other game. Usually it's a pretty good car for an old car, you know. Oh, no. Ah, I forced too much on the overtake there. Can you do Shutoku Revival map? I don't have it right now. I will do that in the future. So be sure to stay tuned for that. I haven't downloaded that, unfortunately. I want to. Also, I need some more cars for that Shutoku Revival project. Because it's a pretty fun highway in Japan. Also, I'm still learning how to overtake, that's for sure. Anyhow. Welcome to you, Topongi? Topongi, right? Yeah, it is. Kind of far away from my screen right now. So, hope you're enjoying this. I mean, this is not exactly my current main content, that's for sure. Because if you saw 2 days ago...
His favorite content this guy was menu stumble over
Yeah. I'm kinda sad, alright, because my best content was just me talking over a loading screen.
That's how I met you.
I mean, it's not making me bad, but I'm kinda sad because that's the most successful one instead of the one thing that I do more, you know?
Well, you know, when the game actually works, you might get more viewers.
Hopefully it works next week. I really want to play that for years now. because I don't have a console before this. I mean, I do have a console, but right after PS3 last time, which is bulk used, I never had any other console. Like I have PS1 and PS2 back then. PS3 is my brother's, not mine. And I have PSP, by the way. Oh my god, that portable console is still amazing till this day. And
me over here enjoying Valkyria Chronicles 3.
Valkyria Chronicle, oh my god. That game, I mean, I'm not into a strategy game, but I know how good it is. Even as a guy that doesn't know how to play it properly. That game is amazing.
Yeah, it is. I played 1, 3, and 4.
Not 2?
Unfortunately, not 2 yet.
Ah, okay.
To be honest, 2 is a continuation of 1 I haven't played, but I've seen it. So you don't really play it since 3 and 4 are like side stories from 1.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pushing it too much.
Like, I guess you could say 2 is a legitimate sequel. While 3 and 4 are more like a different part at the same time.
Ah, okay. Interesting. Oh, someone chats a long one here. I need to stop to read that. Hang on. There is no way I'm driving while reading that long text. I found your stream. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you were the top of the stream because you were the only person streaming.
Really?
Yeah.
Good lord. Well, I think I found an untapped market there. So let's see what kind it says. I found your stream because I was trying to figure out if the connection issues during the tests were just me. You were the top streamer that YouTube was recommending based on my search. I think you may have been one of the only streamers that first session streaming for it. Yeah, because the time is so bad in terms of timetable for the first session, because even in Japan, okay, that's already at 9 AM. If you don't use the 24-hour setup, I'll just go with the AM PM here. So that's still quite early in the morning, and I know it's Friday, but there is no holiday during that early days. In my place, it starts at 8, which is even worse. Well, I'm not going anywhere during that day, so that's a good thing. But starting at 8, ended at 11, right? That is entirely a work day, basically, on my place. So obviously no one can really stream it or just play most of the time. At least from my side of the world. On your side of the world, probably people are already sleeping and stuff, because I saw some people that just, oh no, you know what, I'll just go to sleep now, this is going nowhere. I saw that. Like, the test server was a success, in a way. But, yeah, it's just that the timing is really bad for a lot of people, so that's why not a lot of people actually stream at the morning. The session 2 is a bit better for some, but it's still not good time because it's still work day. I mean, yes, it's weekend, it's Friday, but still not the best time. So yeah, I guess I lucked out on that one, to be honest. That's just how it is with the algorithm and all. But yeah, you know what? I'm happy. I mean, I know my other content is not gonna be that successful for now, but you know what? I've been doing this for years. I'm having fun with it, so maybe I'll continue some more years. What's important is
matters in the end, right?
It kind of matters, but you know, because I want to be more successful. But at the end of the day, if I have to move on from this, I can. I think. Well, because it's still kind of small right now. Maybe if I'm a bit bigger, I won't be able to back off from the channel. But as of now, if anything ever happen, I think you guys should be fine without me. Kind of sad, but you know, people sometimes can go after all. Like eventually, even the big streamers have to quit for one reason or another, right?
Yeah. Sometimes people just need to take a break, things that quit permanently. It's the life it is.
I mean, it's a sad thing to be honest, but what can you do? World just doing what they want to people after all.
Yeah.
Wait, what the hell? That's noise. Something is grinding in my car. What? Maybe it's just me. No! Almost spun.
Sounds like your tires.
I mean, it's not that worn out yet, so not sure. Unless it's a puncture, but... Oh, I'm getting better on this section. No. Now that I know where the braking point is. It's important to know where to brake. I mean, in slower car, you should be fine braking anytime you want, really. But on fast car and on racing, try to find your braking point limit. Because if you too late, you'll just overshoot your corner.
Or learn Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift, and there's amount of shifting. To be fair though, because they're drifting, there will be a lot of shifting on the gear, you know?
Yeah.
Like, even on normal racing, you will shift a lot. But since most modern car doesn't do a shifter anymore, I overshot that. You know what, I'll just read the chat. But the thing is, drifting requires a lot of shifting because, you know, you want to keep making sure your wheels keep spinning to break traction. So your cars keep sliding and stuff. So there is a lot of shifting involved. And getting back up to speed is very quick either because have you ever watched a Formula Drift before? Probably not, I think. But
I've seen it, but I don't remember it that well.
okay, but if you... I don't think they will show the onboard view, if I remember correctly, but if you have an inside view on the... where they drive, right? Where they shift, they move that stick shift a lot. Because they need to constantly changing, and considering the setup of the car is usually has a pretty short gearing. Because, you know, short gearing means more spins. They actually have to shift more often because not only they have to downshift a lot, they have to upshift a lot as well because of the way the car set up. So let me see what kind of says here. Yeah, in Oklahoma, so it was 7 PM when it started, so I can understand how that would awkward time globally. Even in Japan itself, by the way. But you know what? They cancel it, but on the bright side, we will see a better state of that game next week.
Hopefully.
I really hope so, because Bandai realized how much people want this game to be played, so... Oh wow, nice move there. But Bandai realized that there is a lot of potential now.
That their contract with Sony is over.
I know! Yeah, transmission is grinding. The transmission is definitely grinding now. let's fix all of that. That's transmission damage right there. That grind is not normal at all. So yeah. Because it wasn't there before, but now it is, so that means something is really wrong with the car. Okay, let me just go into the pit stop before I read the chat.
They've underestimated us before too, like back when the GBA 2 was Japanese only.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of you from the West made Japanese accounts. And when we did that, the servers got so flooded, and they looked into it, they realized that 80% of the population were actually from the US.
So that's why they go international after that, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
But you know, at least they know the potential market now. So you know, they know where to make money now.
It is a funny thing, right? As someone that played Japanese, Japanese only, before they went international, the problem that they suffering so much that they actually, like, a few months before the official, like, release, they released the ability to have it in English. Subtitle. Because he found out that much.
So basically what happened 2 days ago was a repeat of a history.
Not anymore, Canis. The PlayStation used to be. If you look nowadays, it is completely overstepped by the Xbox.
Ah, makes sense. PlayStation is the most popular system in Japan, even over PC and Xbox and even Nintendo. So because of that, I think they just assume it is that way everywhere. Oh boy, they were so wrong.
Yeah, back in the day, yeah, but because of Sony censorship laws and everything, which really cut Japanese developers.
Yeah, recently it kinda declines.
Yeah, it's been more towards PC and Xbox. PlayStation is no longer that popular over there. If you look at their sales, actually, they're going bankrupt.
Oh yeah, and that sale happens after the move from Japan to California HQ, right?
Yeah, when they implemented the shipping laws and they started running their system, yeah. Especially after Microsoft bought all those companies.
Yeah, that one is also pretty terrible for Sony. But
it was only possible because of how they treated them, to be fair.
I know. Big mistake from the California HQ, that's for sure.
For Sony in general.
Yeah. Moving to California HQ is already a terrible move in my opinion because the work culture there is not that great, let's just say that. Like, you know, some other stuff that's going on with the game industry on California is just... Oh my god. Why are we breaking so early?
But yeah, like, ever since Sony started doing that, they started becoming worse and worse and worse.
It's just... keep going downhill at this point.
Yeah.
Not even Gran Turismo saved them. Can save them right now. Not even the big flagship that was being hyped so much last year can save them at this point.
Which one?
Gran Turismo 7 was really hyped up.
Which one?
Gran Turismo 7.
Gran Turismo 7? Yeah, yeah. Or remember the God of War, my sure one that was that one game they were hyped up? They said this is the new generation that completely flopped.
Yeah. And then people was so wrong.
Yeah, and then it was bought by Microsoft.
Yeah. And it's doing great now.
Yeah.
Like, there is a lot of mismanagement with their new management from California. It's so dumb.
Well, it's something that people don't like hearing much, but it's the truth. It's just woke politics, and then
Maybe talk about that on the server instead of here on this one, on that one, because that's really sensitive.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
But you know what? At least we have the same view on the situation here. But seriously though, there is no reason to buy Sony console these days.
There really isn't.
I know, right?
You're wasting money.
Yeah. I mean, they make money from the scalpers at least. The scalpers doesn't make money though.
Actually, you know what's funny?
What?
Almost everyone that's bought a PS5 is trying to sell it.
Oh, really? I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, the PS5 has a problem where after a few hours of gameplay, it starts overheating and it has a tendency to catch fire.
Wait, are you joking?
No, they really went cheap on its cooling system.
Oh my god. I mean, I know PlayStation is famous for having overheating issues since PS3, but damn.
The PS4 is actually better in that regard. The PS4 has a really good cooling system.
Ah.
Because its hardware isn't, you know, that heat generated. But the reason why truly you don't want to buy PlayStation is because they're just rehashing a bunch of old games now because they can't get any new games. If you want something new, it's literally just better to get something else.
Yeah. They try to ride on the older success. So to be fair, on Gran Turismo 7, okay, specifically speaking, they were trying to make an improvement as much as possible, but honestly, from what I'm seeing, core gameplay wise, it was really good. Unfortunately, Sony has to interfere with their business model. So it went problematic on that one. Oh my god, I can just keep driving this car as much as I want, but I think we should just change the car. We need more variety here. Well, at that, let me check the chat here. Okay, that explains why they were so willing to branch out lately. Yes, surprisingly. You would, I mean, Bandai, if nothing happens to Sony at all, Bandai will probably stay actually stay exclusive in there, right? There is a possibility that can happen if Sony is still doing well after that, but we see what happened today. My problem with PlayStation before now was that GBO2 was literally the only game I wanted that was PlayStation exclusive. I wasn't even ever going to spend 500 USD on the PS4 or PS5 just for one game. I agree on that. That's exactly what happened to me when Gran Turismo 7 was announced. And then it flopped. Chill day? Yes, it's kind of chill. We don't really drive really that intensely, but well, I still drive fast.
But yeah, Kenneth, the main thing that kept PlayStation alive was the fact that they had Gundam. It was an exclusive to them most of the time.
Yes.
But now that that contract's over and they can branch out, that's no longer a benefit they have.
Yeah, that's basically nothing at this point. I mean,
yeah.
Look. If you think about it, there's a lot of game that was PlayStation exclusive, at least for the first 1 or 2 year, like Call of Duty, for example, back then, and other games like Gundam, yes, and there are a few games actually back then, but it's just dwindling down these days. So, not sure what they are trying to do, but they're just killing themselves at this point, killing their own company, and basically gonna go bankrupt. So, I don't know. Honestly, if any developer that was Sony exclusive is just decided, you know what, let's just go to the PC, that looks much better. Honestly, they're doing a good job. Because the market is fresher here.
Not only is it fresher, but if you go under Microsoft, they have literally the best tools for developing games.
Okay. So that's also another thing that kind of helped them out as well. But that's nice.
Yeah. The PC and Xbox markets are just a lot more consumer and developer friendly.
I can agree on it.
Which is nice.
Like, one thing that you would be surprised is actually Nintendo. Their action towards third-party developer is actually pretty lax compared to Sony. Like, you won't see a hentai game on a Nintendo game, but there is some actually. Not fully blown hentai, but just fanservice. Like, remember the?
They're called ecchi.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying they're called ecchi.
Yeah, ecchi, right. Like, I was expecting a visual novel as a hentai, okay, sorry about that. but the ecchi stuff and the fanservice stuff is just, you know, Nintendo, as long as it's not our first party game, we won't censor anything. Unless it's way too far from the guideline. Other than that, feel free to make whatever you want. That's what's amazing about Nintendo, because we always thought that Nintendo would just really strict to keep the games is only for children. But no! They weren't. They'll just let the other developer do whatever they want, and if it's successful, we may buy the company and make it into an in-house. Like, seriously, Fire Emblem, Xenoblades, that's not a children's game at all. Dude,
Yeah, it really isn't.
like, you would expect that, right? It's gonna be just all children games like Mario or Captain Falcon, F-Zero, yes. F-Zero still doesn't have any new games.
That's a good one. Read the last one they put up.
What?
Kunos Simulazioni, look what he said.
Okay. And let's see what's the chat says here. I hope GB02 does well enough on PC that they wind up making GPO3. Why are we talking about GPO3, not GBO3?
It was probably a typo.
How come you type from B to P? It's so far.
I don't know.
That's a stamen, by the way. Also, they made that new SD Battle Alliance for almost all platform, by the way, in fact, for the SD Gundam Battle Alliance. I'm kind of looking forward to that, because we haven't seen an action SD Gundam games for a long time by now.
So, fun fact, right? You don't need to make a Gundam Battle Operation 30, there's a reason for it. So, GBO2, right? They release new mechs weekly.
Yes.
So every mech, you'll either get a new variation of a suit, which has weapons from lineups, or you'll get a new suit altogether.
Ah, okay.
So, you think about it, right? They release either 1 to 5 suit.
They basically do the same thing with the Gundam Breaker Mobile then, where they just float everything with a new unit every week.
But at the same time, it isn't bad because each suit has different skills, different things, and they don't overbalance anything. And if they're more powerful they are, the higher or lower cost they are depending on that.
Yeah, surprisingly, they really balanced that game.
Yeah, it's a really good balanced game. Of course, there's some meta, which tends more most effective strategy available.
I mean,
For those that don't know, I didn't know about it.
I mean, I know, but meta is always the case in any kind of game, because, you know, people try to always find the best way to play, you know?
Yeah.
That's just given.
So, for reference, right? The Pixiv, it doesn't have many stun options, but it has stealth.
Yes.
You get really good with the Pixiv, use the stealth properly. You can be a menace to society in that thing, I swear to God. Meanwhile, with the Camper, it does very low HP, it's bullyable. But it has a lot of stun options. So if you get good with it, it has skill gap, it's a really good suit. You're good. Really bad when you're like still learning.
I am not going to talk about what happened on the screen.
So
But-
there's a lot of things to keep in mind.
Hmm.
If you want really good suits and you get them, one really good suit to get is the Striker Custom.
Striker Custom, which one was that again?
It's the one that has those looks like a Gundam. It had like the forward hitting knuckles. It has two blades.
That one that has multiple melee weapon. Like 3 slots of them is just melee. 3 slots of them are just melee. It's just, I saw that. Oh my god, that is stupid.
So if you do it right.
Yep.
You only have one dodge roll. If you know CSU dodge is going to beat the second like dodge roll into attack. But it's melee weapons as long as you don't down, so you can spam them. Keep someone in a stun lock. If they're about to get out, you can use your knuckle duster to do a hard stun on them, and then you just melee them again and again and again until they die.
That thing is brutal if you do it right. I saw that on some videos, like, oh my god, what the hell. Also, it has a special system on the suit, right?
Yeah, it has similar haters. I can't remember which.
No, I don't think it's any of those. It's the Demon Blade. It's the Demon Blade. Yeah.
Demon Blade, yeah. When you activate it, you take. It doesn't give you any negatives, actually, until it wears out. It makes your turning speed to the max. It makes it to where your attack power is max for your melee. So you do max amount of damage, period. Which is fucking huge, by the way. It lasts for a minute, but it seemed with Hades and Exam, when it wears out, your legs and head break, and then need to be repaired.
Ah.
For reference, when your legs break, you can only walk. If you try to move, so when you exit out of it, you'll just go into a stagger lock.
That's just ridiculous.
Which weight break is a vital strategy. And when your head breaks, you lose your mini-map, and you do 15% less damage to targets.
Ah, yeah. Oh yeah, they have damage reduction, yeah.
Yeah, so like, it's a huge benefit, right? That you get for a minute, but once it wears out...
It's just a mess. You just become a mess after that.
Yeah, so like, if you need the burst, it's helpful, but afterwards, you just... Either you get time to repair your legs to a satisfactory number, or you just shit that.
It's a last resort move, basically. So if you have to use it, you absolutely basically make sure you actually need it during that time.
Like for instance, like someone's hurting your legs are broken. The benefit it gives as well with everything else that's like it, when you pocket, it completely repairs your legs and head.
Ah, okay. That's something that people keep in mind when they manage to get one of those. Like, all of those special system activation usually has that, right? Like Exam, Hades, and...
There's more. There's just different things. Like first, it's the Star Chicken, not the prototype, the actual Star Chicken. It has
Okay.
something called Overboost. If you fully exhaust your thing to overheat like your boost, you can proc it. You can dodge roll or tackle once to get that last resort thing you need. But once it happens, it takes much longer to cool down. But it's that last oomph you need.
yeah, that really helps a lot most of the time, because managing the amount of attack that you can dish to your enemy is really important on that game. Also, map awareness.
The most important thing actually is, this is the theory of the suit, right? The weapons, the skills and stats are the most important things, because if something has low stats but a really good weapon and really good skills, it's probably gonna be good. But this is the sad truth, right? There are things called messes, like the Space Demon. It's okay, but at space, why use the Space Gigan when you can use the Drossi Kai?
Ah, yeah, I mean, there is gonna be always an overlap like that, where two suits are way too similar at that point that it's much better to get the better version of it. It happens a lot with that kind of game.
Dennis, I wish you luck. You get some gems by DP Store when you level up and from Recycle Store. But most suits, like this is the rule of thumb, right? If it's been out for a half the required time, it'll be in the Recycle Store generally. But you need to usually wait a year to a year and a half before those suits come to the DP Store.
It's gonna take so much time before it appears. Okay.
So most of the time you have to roll for them.
I see.
So if you want to put Jibia to effectively, you want to be in a clan. There's a reason for this. Weekly, you can get up to 3 tokens, extra tokens, and a bunch of DVP from clan missions. Right? If you beat them all. That's for everybody, by the way. It's shared. When the clan levels up, you get 1 token and 10,000 DP.
Oh.
That's huge.
That's really, yeah.
And every day, you get 3 missions for your dailies. Each one complete gives you a DP, gives you 1 token. So total 3 extra tokens. And you can sometimes get tokens from your daily logins.
Oh, that's nice.
So if you're in a clan especially, you can get a lot of tokens.
But you have to be active in there.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
You have to keep in mind the difference. It's like there's lobbies. Also, another thing about clan matches. There's actually a thing called already set of clan matches. And if you get a high enough score, you can get a clan suit. So the last one was the Gym Spartan BD. It has a beam weapon, right? Beam knife, no, the heat knife, and wire-guided missiles as smoke launcher. It was a really good suit. I loved it.
But you have to be. But you have to be in the clan for that, right?
Yeah, you need to be in the clan at meet classification. So, like, if you need, let's say, 6 people, you need to have 6 clan members online to participate.
Okay.
And another program with clan match is the rating. So, there's the ratings going from, I think it's C minus or D? It's C minus. All the way to S minus. So, C minus, so D minus, D plus to C minus, so on, right? The higher rated you are, the more DP and XP you get. Which means you'll level up faster, you'll get more DP, like, you know, things. Which is very good and important today.
I see. That's a lot of stuff there. Whoa.
So the thing about clan matches is the higher your rating equals the higher cap you have for points. So if you're on at least A minus, you will never get to top 100.
Oh, so you have to be in the rank.
You have to have committed matches to get the clan rank matches done. Yes.
Oh my god.
So you have to, it's not that hard actually, you just gotta understand the core mechanics of the game, you can get to A minus easily. It's just getting to S minus.
That's where the grind begins, basically.
Yes.
Okay, let me see the chat here. It's 2:22 AM. I don't know why I typed instead of below. Maybe you just want to star, man, buddy. Maybe you really want a star, man. I'm probably gonna focus on the general suits. I love gyms, so I'm probably gonna run things like the Jesta, Jagan, Nemo, Gym, Cold Districts, Gym Ground Type, and such. That's up to you. I mean, there is a lot of good suits from that lineup that you're just saying there.
So, Caddis, there's one very good suit, right? You have to understand the manga, but the Nero Trainer slaps.
Neuro Trainer.
Yeah, so it gets 2 beam weapons as my option, right? But that isn't its secret. When you boost, you can press the metal button, right? Which will make you do that turn action, which makes you immune to stun by attack or anything, right? So you can attack or bait. And not only that, but when you charge, which is the thing, right? It's one of the few suits that have an actual heavy attack, which is when you charge the attack. When you do, it ignores all defenses and it ignores shield, but can still damage the shield.
Wow.
So when you hit it, right? It will one-tap most supports.
Really? Really?
Yes. So that with just one combo, either one-tap them or really kill them, which then you can just beam into melee up.
Oh my god.
Which kills them.
So...
And generals, which is the type that's supposed to counter it, it'll half HP them.
Oh good lord.
With that one hit. But that's the thing, right? When people know how to counter, the Neotronic is very predictable. And it has the dwarves. It has the beam weapon, which can fire fast, but can also be charged for a stun. Grenade. As well as missile launcher, which is like, you know, that little camper missile it has something similar which you can fire. It takes a lot of time to charge to get ready to fire, but when you fire it, it stuns. The thing why it isn't broken though in this balance because it has very low defenses and very low HP. So it's a lot of damage, but easy to kill.
I see. So anyway, I think it's about time for now. Well, that was a good drive while talking, really. We can talk about this other game again later in the future though, because next week definitely I should try if the game works. That's the big if right now because we don't know what's going on their end right now. But I really do hope they can do good this time. Because if they manage to do good, I'm pretty sure there would be a lot of people that flock to this game that we're just talking about. And it's not even the one that I'm just playing just now. It's the other game that I was streaming and, well, yeah, that happened. So, other than that, I guess that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoy today's stream. If you like it, feel free to press that like button. If you want to see more of my content, then hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to turn on that bell notification so you get notified for every single thing that I do on my channel. So, wait, thank you so much for joining today. I mean, it was unexpected really, to be honest. But...
oh, what was it unexpected?
No, you're joining today. I'm really thankful for that. Making it a bit more enjoyable than usual. But yeah, in the future, let's try to play GBO2 instead. I'm still going to play simulators though.
Or we could also play some Cosmic Break in the future.
Oh yeah, he just joined Cosmic Break. I just dragged him into the whole of a game called Cosmic Break. I mean, it's fun at least, so, you know. But yeah, we can play that as well. I mean, technically it's still a mech game as well. It's just much older, technically speaking, in terms of technology and stuff. I mean, it's not the best game of overall, that's for sure, but it's fun. I'm still not sure if I should recommend it to people at this point. Just for the fact that the game is really harsh on your player most of the time. Not the game, the player itself actually. Yeah, skill issue. But yeah, I think I'll just stop it here. So yeah, that is it for today. Thanks for watching, and remember, I'm keeping my eyes on you, so keep on living, buddy. Keep on living. I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye. Wait, since I think you're just hearing that from the first time, right? Is it creepy? To say that? The outro that I just did.
No, not really. There's some I think that you should just see what you like. It can add an interesting vibe. It could be your very own vibe you have for yourself. Your own thing that makes you unique.